What's up, dudes? And welcome back again. Today is volume 13 of Nintendo Switch games I highly recommend picking up before they become rare and expensive. Real quick, if you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please do so. It'll help the channel grow and I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get into it. The first game I want to talk about today is Death End Request 2. So I actually reviewed Death End Request 1 a few videos back, and this new one continues after the first one. In this game you follow the protagonist Mai as she investigates the strange phenomena surrounding the European town of Lachora. So unfortunately, Mai has an abusive relationship with her father. The only things that are keeping her going are the occasional text messages from her sister, and a desire to visit Enigma Games after hacking into World's Odyssey long ago. So I can't go any further into the story because it's kind of intense. I highly recommend checking it out for yourself though. The gameplay is amazing, the story is definitely what keeps you going. This is an awesome dungeon crawler. The battle mechanics are a little bit different than they were in Death End Request 1, but it's still very fun. And the frame rates have actually improved as well. If you're into these style of niche games, you're definitely going to love this one. Another really cool thing about this game as well is that you can have a good ending and a bad ending, depending on your choices in the game. This is an awesome RPG dungeon crawler with great characters, cool music, a fun gothic nighttime vibe. If that's your thing, definitely check this game out. It's well worth it. And the next game I want to talk about is Needy Girl Overdose. This game is insane. This is a Japan import that plays in English, and it's definitely worth checking out. I'm not going to get too much into the story. I'm just going to let you know right now that if you're sensitive into like mental health issues and revolving around that whole subject, I recommend not playing this game, especially if you have photosensitivity like flashing lights, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to dive into the story or the plot of this game. I'm just going to read you the warning when you first start the game. And that is, this game is set in a world sort of like modern day Japan, but also not. Any resemblance to real places, entities, or persons living or dead is purely coincidental, so don't take it too seriously. Make sure you do not try any of the more extreme or depressing actions at home. If you're into those cool like old school PC games, but it has like a modern e-girl streamer type vibe, kawaii aesthetics, Y2K aesthetics everywhere, you're gonna love this game. This game is absolutely crazy. If you don't believe me, watch this. Pretty sick, huh? Alright, coming in at number 3 is gonna be Skelattack. This is an awesome platformer. The story is pretty simple. You play as Scully, who's a skeleton fighting to protect his home. As a member of the newly deceased and just getting the hang of being dead, Scully's newfound home and friends are attacked by humans. Like I was saying, this is a great platformer. This is definitely one of my favorites, hands down, of all time. The gameplay is so fluid and smooth, it's a blast. If you're into kind of these Halloween type vibes, skeletons, kind of gothic, you're gonna love this game. The music's really cool too. The one thing I really love about this game too is that there's different environments and the levels all look different, so nothing's too much of the same. If you're into platformer games with a cool gothic Halloween type vibe and smooth gameplay and graphics, I highly recommend picking this one up. And number 4 is gonna be The Fox Awaits Me. So I don't really talk about visual novels too much on my channel, but I definitely want to start doing that, and this one is definitely worth checking out. The story is witnessed from the eyes of Kato, a guy who's suffering from amnesia. He's walking through a bamboo grove to find a fox lady waiting for him. He slowly regains his composure with memories of this fox girl. He sets out to discover himself in the mysterious environment and meeting 2 other girls. This game is basically a horror mystery, and it is awesome. Like I said, I haven't talked too much about visual novels on my channel, but this one's definitely worth checking out. And I will say that yes, this game is definitely heavy on the fan service. But aside from that, this game is definitely engaging and keeps you wanting to know more and more. The one thing that I love about visual novels that's different from watching anime or reading manga is that it still sparks your imagination. So when you're reading the text and you have an image to go off of, it's like a step stool for the imagination. And just like the last game I was talking about, one of the main things that I love about this game is the music and the different environments. There's so many cool and beautiful different environments, all hand-drawn. If you're into visual novels and you like a good horror mystery, as well as really good music and the charming characters, with of course your fan service, you're gonna really enjoy this game. I highly recommend checking this one out. And last but not least is VIII. This game is freaking awesome. If you do not know about the series or VIII in general, definitely check it out. Especially if you're an RPG fan. In this game you follow Adol Christian, who's aboard this huge ship with a massive crew. Well, there's word going around the ship that you're approaching this island that's been cursed, and once you get closer to the island, your boat actually sinks. After the boat sinks, you become stranded on this cursed island. And that is where the story starts to really unfold. Basically in this game, take the show Lost and put that into a video game and you have VIII. As you travel further into the island, the more characters you meet and the more places you start to explore. This game is definitely heavy on exploration, character building, town building, you gotta build your base. It's really cool. It's an action RPG as well too, and the fighting mechanics are fluid, solid, and great. And the music, oh my gosh, the music is so good and complements the action so well. If you're into action RPGs with a really good cast, really good story, awesome music, this is definitely one you have to check out. So this game was actually pretty hard to find in general. Online it was going for around $80. And by some miracle, this game actually got a reprint recently. So if you're gonna buy this game, I recommend doing it now, because once it's gone for good. So yeah, there you have it. There's volume 13 of Nintendo Switch games I highly recommend picking up before they become rare and expensive. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And if there's other games you guys recommend I check out or play, please let me know in the comments below. With that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace!